know, right, how to install Jenkins. In order to install Jenkins, process is simple. You have to go and download the WAR file, clear? And you can dump that WAR file anywhere at your computer, clear? I can stop it. Can you see my computer? I simply what I did? Can you see this? This is my computer, right, where we have this reply, root and Jenkins. This is the folder where what I have. Any guess? My WAR file. You want to see? So
Mhm.
this WAR file you can download from anywhere. Which command we need to run it? Java hyphen jar.
Jenkins.war.
First of all, when you do here, you can give the port number also, right? Hyphen HTTP port equals to. Hmm? If you don't give the port number, by default, it will run on which port number? 8080. People reply.
Yes.
Yeah. First time it may be showing the admin password, right? You can enter the admin password, username, right? Blah 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 blah. You know it. That's not a big deal. And then you can select default plugins and done it. After that, you can log in with the user. Clear? You see at my computer, I'm logging with which user? This is my username, technohang44 and password. So when you log in, you'll come to the dashboard. I hope I'm making myself clear.
Yes, sir.
Then first thing you need to configure JDK, Maven, right? Whatever you need, right? How can do it with Jenkins? Jenkins is the tool, continuous integration and continuous deployment tool, which needs JDK. So you tell me in JDK installation, I'm installing JDK on the fly, or I'm just giving the JDK name and path, which I have already installed at my machine. Any guess?
Giving the just the path.
Path. If you are on a Linux system, if you don't know where your JDK is, can you see my screen? You can use this command, locate, and just give the name of it. Can you see this, people? If you do it and scroll a little bit, can you see this? It is showing the location of my JDK. Yeah, this is clear, or you got confused?
Here.
Adding JDK.
Mm-hmm.
You at your Windows, you can give the path of the Windows. And Git is already installed at my computer, right? It is there already. So if it is not there, you can install it here from here also automatically. Make sense? I'm using default one. And we have Gradle, Ant, and Maven. All three are the project building tool. People, you reply.
Yes, sir.
First time I was using in 2004. Ant is very old, right? Then I started to use Maven, and Gradle is new one. Do you understand which one came first? Ant, then Maven, then Gradle.
What do
Clear?
we do on Gradle project?
Same thing. Whatever you can do with Maven, you can do with Gradle. Whatever you can do
So
with Gradle, you can do with Maven. Ant
what
is
is the
similar
difference?
kind of. That's what I'm telling you. These are the two different vendor, right? No difference.
Oh, okay.
The difference is in this you provide dependency in XML format. In this you provide dependency and plugin in JSON
These
format.
are like different
That's it.
architectures
Oh, okay.
of the project.
This is no. This is just a different building tool. So you can use Maven or Gradle. Choice is in your hand. But both does the IntelliJ and Eclipse.
Yes.
Simple. IntelliJ and Eclipse are the editor to develop the project. Similarly, Gradle and Maven are the two project building tool which you can use to build your project. So we are focusing on Maven. Can you see the Maven installation? See, Maven, I have just installed automatically. Can you see this? Oh man, if you
Mm-hmm.
want, you can give the path a path also, right? Maven path. But I am giving path and I'm installing it on the fly. I'm installing on the fly,
Installing on
right?
the fly.
Fly. And when you do apply and save, already I have done it, right? So it would go and install and everything. This is done, right? Now, what is the agenda? Agenda is whatever code I am pushing on repository, I want to deploy it. People, when you push your code, what do you want to do? You want to
Deploy
deploy it. Deploy it where?
on
On
the.
Tomcat. Tomcat. So tell me, before running Jenkins, you have to install Tomcat. That's correct. What you have to do?
Install Tomcat.
Tomcat. I don't know. You know how to install Tomcat? Nothing. Just go and download the WAR file of the Tomcat and extract it. Installation is done. Hmm? So, in my computer on this machine, Tomcat is running already. If anybody confused, let me know. What I said? If you see to this computer, people, give me a second. Let me show. Hey, Tomcat is here. Can you see this? Hello. Actually, my agenda is I have configured this project in such a fashion. Can you see this? Folder is there, Jenkins and Dev. Actually, in this folder, you have to make a war of your project and you have to copy it. For what purpose? People reply. See, you want your application should run on what? On Tomcat? What do you need to
Yes.
do? You can here you can make any folder, Jenkins, Dev, web apps, right? Any folder. I'll tell you about this configuration. This is nothing to do with Jenkins. What is my agenda is I have to copy my war of the project with this which name? Root.war here. That's it. So who is going to copy the war of it? Any guess? Jenkins. So in Jenkins, I'll make a what? Job. People. So Jenkins is going to do what? Jenkins is going to make a war of your project. So let me tell you what different thing Jenkins is going to do. Your project is present where? Your project, you can push your code where? Any guess? Reply parallel. You are going to push your code on GitHub, Git repository. I hope we know very well how to push code on Git repository and all. That is clear, no confusion at all. What is it? No, right? You know, or shall I explain to you how to push the code and all? You know it,
Yeah,
right?
you can explain.
Push.
You can
Okay.
explain it. Yeah.
I can do that, but we have to do in two part. Okay. Like here, let's connect everything together. Please. Like here, this is the Tomcat. So let me explain you about this Tomcat first, this part, then I'll come to this part. Who will tell me what is a Tomcat? Let's understand, portion wise. What is a Tomcat? Who will explain to me?
Runtime server.
Server.
Very good. Tomcat is a server where you can deploy your Java-based web project. Oh, nice. If you want to run your web project, what do you need?
Tomcat.
Server. Tomcat.
You need to Tomcat server. In Spring Boot project, the server comes
Pre-built.
inbuilt or embedded. That's why you don't need it. Okay, so this is the Tomcat folder structure. So you just assume it. So hey, if you want to deploy your project, right, what you need to do? Any guess? Make a war of your project. What? Make a bundle. And name by convention, I will just make a root.war. You guys confused?
How do we make a bundle, a project bundle?
I'll tell you, right?
Mm.
How? But what is
So
the
the
agenda?
name of war file will be root.war.
Yeah. In this case, root.war is there. It is just deployment convention. Clear? Oh, nice. Can I make a war with any name? Answer is yes, you can do it, right? But I'll tell you what is the benefit of it, right? So normally you should make a war with this name. It's clear to you? And you can copy in which folder? This folder name you can, but normally by default we copy into web apps folder. Which folder in the Tomcat? Web apps. Hello. But here we are copying in our custom folder. Which folder? Jenkins. But you can give the name of any choice. Okay. I'll tell you. People reply. So here I just copy a war file and automatically a war will be extracted into the folder like this by Tomcat server. When you copy it, automatically Tomcat will extract it as a root folder. Got it? And in order to access this application outside the world, you can configure it. That is different thing. That is nothing to do with Jenkins. Okay. So what you can do? You can map this project with some domain name. I mapped it Meta Capita, but you can take any name to it. Hello. So this is called domain mapping. People, you have to reply. This is a different thing. That's not your job, right? What I can do? Once my war is copied here, I can map this folder location, everything with this name so that anybody can access this application with which name? This name,
Domain name.
Domain.
domain name.
Wait.
That is different thing. That's my job. Can you see this? Already I have mapped it. Hmm? This is nothing to do with Jenkins and all, right? This is the separate story. We'll cover it. This part I can explain you later, not right now. Anybody have any query, please?
Mhm.
Hmm? This part is clear?
I have one question. This we have to make this root folder first. Like
No. I said you just copy war file, automatically it would be extracted as a root. You have to
okay.
just copy and paste this bundle.
Mhm.
That.
After
So
extraction, it will like paste it on the root.
yeah. So
Okay.
here this thing is a separate thing I can discuss in separate session, not right now. Fine. Now let's come to the Jenkins. See, when you are dealing with the Git, so you need a Git client. Say yes, you need Git client. For what purpose?
For deployment.
Yeah, for dealing with the Git, right? So you know how to use Git client? Already we talked about. Yes, in my first lecture of the recording. Hello, Git client. Sir, reply. So what you need to do? First, you have to create you have to upload your base code on the Git repository. That's correct or not correct?
That's correct.
That's correct. And in last, you know how to make a project, how to clone it, how to make a branch and everything. In last, what you will do after doing all the changes, any guess? You are going to use this command. Yes or no? Git
Mm-hmm.
push.
Yes.
So when you push your code will go where? Your code will go to the remote repository. That's correct or not?
Correct.
Suppose your
Yes.
branch name
Right.
is MBC school. This is your branch name, right? You can give any name to it. Hmm? So with this
Nagin,
branch name, your code will be uploaded to the remote repository. That's correct.
Correct.
Now,
Nagin sir, sorry, could you repeat this Git client? What was the purpose of that?
Git client you install, man. Using Git client, you always use all the commands, right? Git client is the tool through which you can access your GitHub repositories.
Okay.
Git branch, Git clone, we always
Okay.
use this
Okay.
command. You forget it? Git clone, Git
Yeah,
branch,
I could Git clone. Yeah, Git branches, but I Git
Git
client.
checkout.
But we have to install that. That's the tool. Through that tool, we use Git clone and Git branching.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So once you push your code to the remote GitHub, now what is the job of Jenkins, right? Jenkins is actually bridge in between. Bridge between what? Your GitHub repository
And deployment. And Tomcat?
and this, yeah, and Tomcat. So its job is, I'm going to show you job, right? See, guys, I have completed this part, right? One is one of the thing that is nothing to do with Git, right? Jenkins, I'm sorry. What Jenkins does? Any guess? It can,
Deployed.
yeah, it can deploy this war file to into it. Deploying means copying it. Okay. So what this Jenkins will do in Jenkins, I'll show you shortly. Go and make a job. What? Job means one of the tasks. You think like this, right? Job. What the job will do? People. When you run this job, hmm, then this job what's supposed to do? First of all, this job will check out the clone the code, right? Check out the code. Hmm, clone code. From where? From this repository. This Jenkins will go and clone the code from the repository. You got a point?
Mm-hmm.
After it, cloning it, it will compile the code. Clear? Then it will run the test cases if it is there. After that, it will make a jar and war of it. Hello. Fifth. Hello. Then when you make a jar and war of it, it will go to the target folder of the project. I'll show you the target folder. Okay. Which folder?
Target folder.
folder, as per the Maven convention. Then it will go in the target folder, and what your project name is, it will rename with rename war file with, any guess? Root.war. Say yes.
Yes.
Root.war. After you tell me the seventh step. Seventh step means copy what? Root.war. Reply from target folder, this from this location. Where you have to copy this? Copy this file from this location to
Git.
Root Jenkins folder.
this location. No, Tomcat folder. Confused? This Jenkins is going to copy this from this to here. That's it. Done. So do you understand the whole process? First of all, this is, I have done it right already in one of my session. This is step number 2. Please reply if you're not able to connect to it.
Yes.
This is the step number 3. First of all, you have to do step number 1 like this. Tomcat setup.
Step 1
and
is
all.
domain mapping.
Yeah, domain mapping and all. That is the one thing.
Okay.
I'll teach you separately.
Okay.
Second, the first thing you have to, sorry, what is the first thing you said this, and second thing Git and all. Git is nothing to do with Jenkins, right? So Jenkins is acting as a bridge between GitHub and this Tomcat.
So
you have,
Jenkins will clone the code in its own repo.
yeah,
Jenkins
yeah,
has its own
yeah,
repository.
yeah.
Okay. So that it can
Jenkins will,
process and
yeah,
deploy and all.
Right. Your understanding is right. Jenkins is going to clone the project. It's in its own workspace. That's correct. That's correct, right? Anybody have any query?
So even if we make the small changes on the Git, it will copy the whole file, like you said, rename war file with root.war.
No. Actually, it will took only the changes, right? Which you have, right? Not always all. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's clear?
So Jenkins will push the changes to the Tomcat file. Just the
Yeah,
changes.
It will. Yeah. No. It will always create the whole copy, whole package of it. It doesn't matter if it's small change or not, right? It will always create a new war and it will copy the old one and replace it. That's it.
Now, answer. So step 1 is domain mapping. 2 is we push everything into Git, and step 3 is Jenkins is gonna clone the code, right, and then compile, do the test cases, and make a jar war. And what is the target? Like number 5.
Target is nothing. It's just location where root file is created. I can show you. Okay. This is the Maven convention. When you make a jar and war of your project, can you see this?
Yeah.
If you see here we have target folder. You see this is Maven convention.
Okay.
Can you see this?
Yeah.
When you make a jar and war of this project with Maven, it will go to the target folder. Can you see that here? This is jar file, right? Similarly, in that case, it will make the war file. So you want to make a jar and war of it. It is as per the configuration, POM configuration.
Okay.
Open
How
the
do we
POM.
make jar file in Eclipse?
See. You see, packaging is jar. Just right click on that.
Yeah.
And run as Maven install.
Maven install. Okay.
When you do it, it will make a jar and war of it. They depend on your packaging type. If you make a here war, it will make a war of it. Can you see this?
Yeah.
It is able to make it, and this is the, you would say no, it's cheating, right? Delete it and then show it, right? Let's do that. Done.
But Jenkins is going to do everything for us, right?
Actually, see, Jenkins is doing the same thing, right? Run as, and Jenkins will run the same command, mbn install. When you run the mbn install command, it will make a jar and war of it in target folder. That's it.
Okay.
So Jenkins also will do the same thing. Whatever command you are running it manually, Jenkins will automate it. Then you see, simple. So you got this much. This picture is clear, or you got confused? This picture.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
In number 7, you said like it replaced the old one, right? If we need to.
No. it will delete the var and replace with the new one always.
So like if we need to like move to previous
What again?
build on that time, is that not possible or
No,
it is
no, no.
possible?
Everything is possible. Right? If you want to make a versioning, right? So don't do here, right? You may have different source code. Clear?
Mhm.
If you want to do versioning, why you are not doing here, right? You can maintain the different version of the source code, different branches, right? Like B1, B2. You tell me which one you want to deploy, right? So when you run your job, you can give the name of the branch which you want to deploy. Are you following me? Job. You would say, I want to deploy B1. So what happened? Job. I want to deploy B2. Clear? When you say B1, it will go and take the code from the B1 version and it will deploy it. Got it? So anyway, you can roll back it. It is in your hand.
So there will be two copies of war file, one in the Jenkins and one after it copies to the Tomcat.
Yeah. Jenkins always maintain the versioning of it. I'll show you. Okay, everything. So you understand? We should not confuse with this right part. It's clear? This is the part of the
Yeah.
deployment. Jenkins job is just copying the war file in the folder, and his job is done. So Jenkins will pull the code from the Git and do the processing and then copy it in Tomcat folder. Shall I show you how to make a job? See, this part is done. Yeah. Step number one is done. Two is done. Why, man? Because already we have our code on the Git. Say yes, you know it. Can you see this? Any branch. I am deploying this branch. Which code I am deploying? This one. Got it? And what
Yeah.
about step number one? This is also done. In this, you have to install the Tomcat and then make a folder. Start the Tomcat. Done. Hey, what about Tomcat installation? Who will explain to me? Tomcat installation means first download Tomcat, right? Second, extract it. Say yes. Third, create a folder.
Can you share a link for the Tomcat?
Yeah, not a big deal, man. I'll show you. Extract, download Tomcat, extract it, create a folder, right? Map with domain name.
That's for
We can make
external
the folder.
Tomcat, right? Again?
With domain name. Just a second. Map with domain name. Map this folder. Done. Please ask questions. Map this folder with domain name. So
I have a question. Since we already have embedded Tomcat, why would we need a external Tomcat?
can you come again?
That's to run in
That's
the
it.
local, isn't it?
On
Okay,
one, you can use you can use embedded Tomcat also.
okay,
It is up to you, right? In embedded Tomcat, you can deploy only one application. Here, I can do that also, but I'm using external Tomcat.
okay,
In
that's what
this
I thought.
example, because this project is not a Spring Boot project. Okay. Reason?
Oh, okay, it's not
Here
Spring Boot.
external.
Okay,
We are using
that's what
external.
external
External
Tomcat.
Tomcat.
That's what I thought. Like I thought we were using Spring Boot, and then you use
No,
external
no,
Tomcat.
this is
That's
not. This is not Spring Boot project.
okay.
Right? You just take the idea. So
Okay.
what is the next agenda? How to make a job? Anybody have any confusion? No. My source code is ready. Where? Guys, reply. My source code is present on this location. Yes, you know?
Yeah.
Yep. So my source code is ready on this location. My Tomcat is ready. What I have to make ready? Any guess? Job. Which steps are completed? Any guess? Step number one, step number two.
Hmm.
I have to complete step number three. What? We have to make a job. Please help me. If you want to make a job, come to the Jenkins dashboard, right? And here you have to click on new item. Where?
New item.
New item. And after that, you can give some job name. What name you want to give? Any name. Hello. Deploy. Please reply. Deploy on dev. In which environment you want to deploy? On dev. And here we have freestyle project, Maven project. So we are going to work on which project? Maven project. And I'll show the pipeline also. What is the meaning of pipeline and all? We'll make it after this. Okay. So use Maven project and click on the OK button. I hope I'm making myself clear.
Yes, sir.
After this, you have to, here define certain thing I'm going to show you, right? So I have already my job. I can show you, right? This job is saying when you run to me, from where you want to pull the code. Can you see this? Here you can choose Git. The job is saying, hey, if you run to me, from where you will pull the code, you have to give the path of it. Noor, I'm making myself clear.
Yes, sir.
You have to
Yes.
give the path of the
Part of.
repository. Done. Can you see this? And
You can
I'm
give
not
any
using
path,
username
like.
password. It is public.
Yes,
Pardon?
sir. I was asking, you can give any SSS or HTTP or SSH. It doesn't matter,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
okay.
Here you have to use HTTPS.
Okay.
I'm using repository URL. And here, if it is based on username password, you can also configure it. I'm not using username password. Make sense? And here you can give the branch name from which branch you want to deploy. Please ask as many as question you can. So this is the repository URL, and here which branch you want to pull? Clone? Master branch. And here you can define the build trigger rule, how you want to trigger it. Like here you can trigger in many ways, right? You can trigger it manually, or you can define the date and time.
And again,
You
how many other, is there other possibility to deploy instead of master branch?
yeah, you can do it, right? Which branch you want to deploy, and this you can make parameterized also. I'm hard coding here, but I will tell you, you can parameterize it also. It's possible. Everything is possible. Clear?
Okay.
Like here, you want to build when you want to build periodically. You would say, I want to build every 2 minutes. Sorry, every 2 hours. You can do it, right? Or you want to trigger with some URL. Can you see this? You can define some authentication token, and when you hit it, it will bigger. So, but I'm going to not build periodically and all. I'm going to build it manually, right? Build when a snapshot dependency is built, right? Snapshot means whenever somebody make a build of it and then build it. So there is many way of it. I'll show you. Okay. So right now we are going to do with how. Any guess? You want to build with through webhook? Reply. So here you can define it, right? How you want to trigger it. Like here, trigger build remotely. Are you with me? Here, you guys are not replying. Job deploy on, and here you can give some token. That's it. Please reply. What token you want to give? Noor. Token could be anything. You want to access token based or what? I'm asking this question. You are not replying.
Yes, so
We can
noise
select
coming.
all of the trigger build or not.
Yeah. You can trigger with this URL. Can you Jenkins URL / job deploy and build a question mark token equals to, you can give this token. So let's try this one. Please allow me. Hello.
Mhm.
And see here, this is the pom.xml file, and here you can mention one command. You want to build your project mbn install. What mbn install does?
Maven install.
Maven install.
Yeah, mbn clean means delete the folder. Install means it will create jar and war of it. Got
Okay.
it? Done. This is
Yes.
the main thing, man. This command will compile your code, run the test cases, make a jar and war of it, right? That's it.
Mhm.
So this is going to do great job. Okay. So this is all about job configuration. One job already I have. Let me show you. Oh, Mister, a job already
Sir,
I have over here. Sure.
So
I'm
you,
just editing it. Okay. No worries.
Mhm.
I'm going to edit it. It would not take much time. But at least you have to try once. Okay. Don't take tension. Nobody can remember all this thing. Okay. I'm coming to
And,
the configure now.
Nagin sir, that token that you created, that was for authentication purpose?
Yeah. I'll show you. That is to trigger this job from the remote.
Okay.
Mr. You see, this is my remote
Yeah.
repository. This is my master
Mm-hmm.
branch, and I told you trigger build remotely.
Yes.
Can you see this token?
Mm-hmm.
So I can show you by token, and you can build whenever snapshot dependency is built. Whenever war is created, then trigger it. So
Okay.
so there is many to do it. You can trigger it manually also. And here you see the command ambient clean install. Yep, it will clean the project and install it. Like after it, here I wrote some command Noor in my
Yes.
computer. This is my project name, and this is my target folder. So
Mm-hmm.
first of all, I'm saying if in target, if root is there, delete it. This is the
Mm-hmm.
location of my Jenkins workspace.
Mm-hmm.
People, these are important command, right? Here we
Okay.
have post step. Post step means once once
You create.
this command is successfully run, everything is fine. Post step. After that, go and remove the folder. After it, you see my project name is cubic mbc, so its war is created with this name Noor. So what I'm doing,
Mm-hmm.
using mb command, I'm renaming this file with the root.war file. Can you see this? Location
Yes.
is
So the
same.
clean command doesn't do it.
Command will clean all the target folder. In target folder, whatever is there, it would be get deleted.
Right.
Fine. So first
Whatever we
command is doing what?
created, that will be deleted.
Yeah, yeah. This is deleting, and then it is renaming generated war with this name. In the next execute cell, what I'm doing, I'm using cp command. Copy this root folder into Tomcat dev folder, and this is unnecessarily, right? I don't need it. Main thing is this one. Hello. I'm copying this generated war file into two places. We need two places? No, delete it. One place is enough. So execute cell is used for what purpose? Here you can write command of your choice. Noor, my job is done.
Yes.
Here you can save it. And now if you want to, you would say again, show it practically. So what I'm going to do, this is my Tomcat folder. So in this, let me delete everything. You know why? Because I want it should come through Jenkins.
Jenkins.
I have deleted. You just delete the war file. After that, after some time, root will be also gone. Done. Now, you know what I'm doing, right? I'm going to build it. Noor, you can build with that, that token also. I'm just doing it manually. Can you see this? Build.
Yes.
Build now. And after that, you can click on this. People are able to see me.
Mm-hmm.
It is
Is
showing
this
all the.
that?
Can you see this?
Is, mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see that.
The here is doing
Are there some
everything.
other tools used with that build, or that's the one also used in the industry?
No, we have other tool also, like bamboo is there. Bamboo.
Okay.
The here, my first command failed. Why? Help me.
Is not
Because
Because you already deleted it.
uh,
It was already deleted.
I have already deleted it. That's why everything is gone. Just a second. What do you need to give me a second, sir? It's not running, it's failing, right? Because you know this is not there. So what do you need to do? I need to write some good command, right? We should not delete it. When it is deleting, it should not fail. That's problem we have. How to fix it? Help me. I'm going to modify my script, okay? How to modify the script? You have to go to the job and configure.
I thought we didn't have to do that. It will automatically do.
Now, here, my concern was when you are renaming it, it should not cause any issue. That's why I'm deleting it, right? Give me a second. But you can write some condition. If Var is there, delete it, otherwise not, right? You can write that condition also. Is possible, and is possible. So how you can do it? Like here, delete it. I deleted this and apply and save. Let's see if it works. I'm building it again, okay? Click on it and click on the progress. It will show you everything. Can you see this? Building war file. Now it is installing it. Install means it will, installation does many things. Can you see this after this? My dear friends,
Yeah, come on.
the here it is copying root.war file into this folder. Yep, yep.
Mhm.
Let's see. So here, if I refresh it, my war will come. Yes, you know.
Yes.
After that, automatically it is extracted by Tomcat. Done. Now you want to access
So I
it?
wanted to ask one thing.
Okay. If
So
you want to access this, ask question. Yeah, yeah. What question?
yeah, so you had one code yum clean install, right? That that is gonna delete whatever it has inside the folder and then make a new one,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Why do we need it
Yep, yep,
again?
yep.
Why do we need to
No,
remove
no,
it
it's not.
again in
It's
the
not. It's
execution?
not required. That's wrong. You are right. When you use clean command, automatically it will delete everything. Then why we need to delete it? I agree with you.
Right.
That's not required. Your observation is good, right? How we can access this application? I mapped with the domain name already. I said already. Which domain name I mapped with? Beta Capita. Hello. Somebody is saying what you are saying is not correct. Hey, you want to make it down? Delete it. Are you with me? If you delete it and refresh it, then what happened? Any guess?
Gone.
It's gone. Then the site should be gone. This site should be down or not?
Yes.
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 Gone. It's down. How you can make it up? Go and trigger the
Building
job.
again.
Deploy
Yeah,
it again.
you have to trigger the job, right?
That means building again.
Yeah, yeah. You can go and just because when you trigger the job, build it, but you can build it with many ways. I told you, right? Your question may be, can I build with some external URL? Yes. You want to do that? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll show you. It's building, right? And when your project is deployed, you want to get an email? Jenkins can do it. Jenkins can fire the email. It can send you the SMS. Whatever you want, Jenkins can do. After you see, it's able to deploy it, right? Yep.
Yeah.
And when you come back to the again your original website, earlier it was down. Now it should work, right? And its username password is not working. Reason I need to look it, right? Oh, cool. You see, this data is coming from database or not?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Decline. Why it is working? Because earlier password was not get updated, right? It's updated now. And I make it very
Okay.
nicely. When you do rotation, oh, it's not working. I was thinking it's going to rotate it. Wow, it's working. Can you see this? Actually, let me tell you, this is the apple, right? Apple is here,
Yeah.
and see banana is here, and rotate it. Then see the last record. Can you see this?
What kind of logic did you use?
Yeah, yeah. This logic, we talk later about it. What logic and all,
Okay.
right? Here it was done. I hope you understand the deployment process.
Yeah.
See, you can say again, I don't remember the configuration part. That's fine, but you got the purpose. What Jenkins